A New York City jury has resumed deliberations in the hush money trial of former President Donald Trump. Yesterday, the jurors had questions about some testimony as well as questions on the instructions by the judge. KTLA's Eric Spillman live in the newsroom monitoring the latest developments. Eric, good morning.
Morning, Frank. What's happening in court today is a common thing in many trials. The jury wants to hear a specific portion of testimony read back in court. The clerk will read a transcript of that testimony, and then the jury will resume deliberating. Now, moments ago, Donald Trump spoke to reporters in the hallway on his way into court.
I haven't seen one legal scholar or expert in the law say that this case should have been filed. It should not have been filed, or at a minimum, it should have been filed 7 years ago.
A frustrated Trump cannot leave the court building in Manhattan while the jury is deliberating his fate. He is forced to hang around. The jury is considering 34 felony counts against him. He's accused of falsifying business records about hush money he allegedly paid to hide potentially embarrassing stories about himself during the 2016 campaign. After spending 4.5 hours in the jury room yesterday, the jurors sent notes to the judge asking some questions. They asked for a readback of some of the testimony from National Enquirer publisher David Pecker and Trump fixer Michael Cohen. Pecker testified that he, Trump, and Cohen had a meeting in 2015 at Trump Tower. Pecker says he told Trump he would serve as the eyes and ears of the campaign. He also testified that he promised to identify and kill damaging stories about Trump. The jury also wants to rehear Pecker's account of a phone call he said he received from Trump in which Trump asked what he should do about former Playboy model Karen McDougal. She said she'd had a year-long affair with Trump. Another media outlet was planning to publish a story about it, and Pecker testified he advised Trump to buy the story and take it off the market. And finally, the jury requested that Judge Juan Merchan repeat at least some of the instructions he gave them to guide them on the law. What do all these requests mean? Do they reveal anything about the jury's deliberations? Well, legal analysts have opinions.
I don't know that it's great news for defendant Trump. It tells me that they're taking a hard look right at the get-go as to whether or not they think defendant Trump was involved in a conspiracy.
They're doing the due diligence. Good for them. This was a long trial with a lot of documents, a lot of witnesses, a lot of testimony.
Outside the court building in Manhattan, media crews have taken over the sidewalk. They're camped out, waiting for a verdict, and nobody can predict how long this will take. Right now in court, the judge is rereading out loud to the jury about 30 pages of his 57-page set of jury instructions. Under New York law, the jury is not given a printout of those instructions to refer to in the jury room. Also, the jury is asking for headphones for the laptop they use to review evidence from the trial. Jessica?